Gonna try something a bit new and try and like capture some game here as well while we're doing some reaction content. Because all I really want to do is play Runescape today and go a few walks. Right, 15 first round knockouts in boxing history with Mike Tyson, Marvin Hagler and more.
Has shocked the world! A first round knockout! He gets rid of him like that. He makes every punch count. Good left hook by Charles Hawkins. He came here to try and win this bout. He is throwing leather against McKinney, but to no avail. A right hand sends him down.
Wobbly.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's like when someone takes your chair away in school and you're gonna sit down anyway.
Over a half-minute left to go for Charles Hawkins to survive here in round one. He's getting nailed with big shots. Sends him down again. It is over. Carlos Padilla has seen enough. And Charles Hawkins goes back to Phoenix with his first pro loss, and that young man shows why many believe he could be a bantamweight champion.
I'm gonna pause this, right? What we want is a Cerberus task. Fire fucking giants. I can't skip this. I've got 12 points. How bad is that? Right, I need to just jump in and do the fire giant task now.
Perhaps within 18 months.
Norteamericano de boxeo. Me refiero nada más ni nada menos a lo que significa el primer título, señores, señores, de este que es el orgullo de Avenal, California. Título welter. Los dos en guardia diestra. Short rojo. Ellos en gris. Para este que es el orgullo de Avenal. Del otro lado, Short, por supuesto, estilo.
See where people just cover up and get hit with hard shots. It's, oh. It's like, move, get out of there, man.
Militar, camuflajeado para David Rodela. La pasa mal desde el principio. Le voy a suplicar, no pierda de vista, por favor, la mano izquierda en forma de gancho en repetidas ocasiones. Y la estábamos mencionando, campeón. Allá aparece a la altura del oído derecho, donde está el equilibrio. Al parecer es todo para David Rodela. No habíamos calentado ni motores. ¿Y sabe qué? Terminó el combate. Knockout efectivo. Esto es una locura. La gente se pone de pie. Impresionante el knockout, estimado campeón. Y así conquista su primer título en solo boxeo. Tecate, José Carlos Ramírez.
I think I've glitched the window on Runescape.
He said otherwise, Floyd's a bit of everybody. Got the elusiveness from Jeff, the jab from Roger. He is a tremendous fighter if you let him
that looked like nothing.
Put Rodriguez down. Left hook to the body, and Rodriguez is hurt, gasping for air.
Oh, well, I think that's it.
Is he going to make it up?
Oh, man.
Jumps to his feet. A pair of terrific shots. And that is it. And Floyd Mayweather let Pino Rodriguez
Mayweather?
know who
Holy
the winner
crap.
was. Got right in his face.
Here we go. He comes in, tries to set that left hook. He saw the opening, took the left hook, and went for it. That's well schooled, Rich. You know what to do. You take what your opponent gives you.
It was the left hook to the body, I think, that did him in.
Yeah. He set him up pretty nicely because sets him up, works that body. See, Rodriguez felt that earlier left hook right on the ribs.
You know, a lot of kids this young do not punch much to the body, Tony. And
it's a lost art.
No problem doing it.
You want to see my ribs right now? If I got punched there, I would die.
Monty Barrett's capabilities, but you got to fight like Joe Frazier to fight this guy. You can't stand up with him.
To me, that's always been Monty Barrett's problem. He's a guy who...
Good right hand.
Yeah.
You know this noise? Like, have you ever rubbed your own ribs? Like, listen. Here's the microphone here, yeah. Percussion.
Goes Tyson.
Ty Fields hammered to the deck. He's wobbly. He may not get up.
I think the fight is over.
I think it's over.
He ain't getting up. Oh my God.
How about
What a
that,
win for
gentlemen?
Monty Barrett.
Wow.
I was about to say that was his problem. He doesn't have the power of a Mike Tyson or a Joe Frazier. Small guys who...
I've had nothing to eat but bread, homemade bread, for about 2 weeks. Well, pasta. I've had plain pasta, no sauce, and homemade bread for 2 weeks. I fucking failed to budget what money I was getting off the benefits correctly. And just all that was left in the cupboards were carbs. So this is actually a bit of a test. It's like 2 weeks worth of like eating carbs. It does kind of work. It's probably more likely going to be about 3 to 4 weeks because I've got some debt and stuff I need to pay off. But we'll see what happens. If I end up on death's door, I'll ask for some food for money for meat or something off a friend. I think it's like the fats that I'm sort of missing at this point. I'm running low on fats, and I think the past couple of weeks is my body's been eating its own fat, so it's quite interesting to observe in myself, my energy over the days. It's not really something like I want to do permanently, but it's just fucking needs must, eh? So, right, back to this fighting thing, eh? One day I'll be in proper fighting condition. I'll have like... Right now I'm going on a weight cut, right?
were effective against bigger guys. But you know what? Against Ty Fields, he did.
He had enough.
He's the most shocked guy in the building. Just with a backflip.
Well, I don't know if he's more shocked than Ty. Let's take a look at what happened here. Monty Barrett off the ropes with a right hand over the left, and Ty Fields really has no answer once he gets hurt because, quite frankly, as you pointed out, Doug, he's been matched easily, has never had to come back. Boom, he's hurt, and he doesn't know what to do except go down.
Yeah, once he's hurt, he can't recover and doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to hold.
And you know, one thing that's been kind of purged from his record, and obviously it's there if you look for it, but 7 years ago, he was knocked out in one round by a guy named...
It's a series of overhand right crosses. We just saw a left hook, but it's mainly the strength of overhand rights from Monty Barrett.
Look at this. Look.
Wow, not bad for an old man.
37. He don't be saying that. 37.
Don't blink when Edgar Berlanga is in the ring. He's in against Linnell Bellows here. 14 straight first-round knockouts. 1 minute into round one. 2 minutes to keep the streak alive for Berlanga. Another left hook. He did damage right there.
Get off him, get off him.
He done.
He did damage right there. A right hand comes in. A left hook comes in. He's got him against the ropes. Can he keep the streak alive? Swings out and that's it. TKO victory. He did it again. Look at the face of Bellows in just over a minute against the heavy hands of the knockout artist Edgar Berlanga. 15 straight knockouts to start his career. Bellows had never been taken out. He gets rid of him like that. He's so powerful that look at the cut he opened up on that left eye.
We see the first round, he's not throwing hard, he's just letting his shots go. He saw an opening and he threw the shot. And it just lands heavy because the power is natural. Now he's loading up a little bit because he knows he has Bellows hurt. And I got a little nervous and I'm looking at the ref like, ref, you may want to get in there because Berlanga's got bad intentions, like we've been saying, on every punch that he's throwing. And he's got the kind of power that can really, really hurt an opponent, especially an overmatched opponent like Bellows.
Tim, here's the thing when we talk about heavy hands. Even the glancing blows, even the blows that aren't flush are doing damage. Did you see the blood on impact from the right hand? Did you see the look in the eyes of Bellows on the left hook? Anything that touches from the heavy hands of Berlanga is like a wrecking ball of damage.
Touch gloves now. Come on, fighting at the bell.
One of the most exciting and promising prospects in all of boxing who's trying to become a contender.
If this fight goes as planned for Teofimo Lopez, he will enter as he is now, a prospect, and leave a contender.
No doubt about it. That is the graduation ceremony for Lopez.
Well, he has a ton of experience, but right now he just got caught with the overhand right from Lopez. Lopez getting right to it.
Wow!
Whoa!
What a knockdown by Lopez! Spectacular! Contender or beyond.
Oh!
Fortnite
Again, her
celebration
backflip.
again.
Teofimo wanted to put on a show. He did it. Spectacular, albeit a brief one.
Listen, it took Devin Haney 9 rounds to get rid of Menard. Menard's got 34 wins. He's a veteran. He was with Bobby Benton, a new trainer who's, you know, a really good team and a full camp. But this is the guy that everybody is buzzing about in the lightweight division.
Here's Lopez. He's going to move in. He's going to throw a looping overhand right over. It looked like a hook, a partial
replays,
hook.
Come on.
That's power.
Oh!
Big left hand, and Vargas goes down face first.
This is number 9, alright? Oh, it was a left hand. It was a right left. Short right,
He gets
long
up,
left.
and let's see what happens in this next minute and a half. Who's got heart? Who's got courage? The legs are gone on Josue Vargas. And
Oh my God! How can you let him back up?
This fight is done.
What the fuck?
Less than 2
He looks
minutes.
so worried. Wait.
Cepeda says there's levels to this game, kid. And
Look at this guy's
this
face.
fight is done.
Down here, are you ready? He looks somewhere else.
In less than 2 minutes, Cepeda says there's levels to this game, kid. At 23 years old, you gotta be careful what you ask for.
Barbie.
They want McNeely to get off first here.
Oh.
Couple of left hooks sends McNeely back.
Come on, Barbie shouldn't be the fastest guy in this fight, but yeah,
Peter
somehow.
McNeely has not looked very solid here in round 1. And he looks like he's in trouble already.
He's kicking to the punch every time.
And Butterbean brings it on.
Obviously, he's outweight class completely. This is an unfair fight.
McNeely just standing there, taking a pounding from Butterbean. This one might not go too much longer.
It will not.
And they stop it.
Yeah.
With only moments left to go in the first round,
I don't know if that's one of the
winner.
first,
Peter McNeely
greatest first
just
round
didn't do
knockouts
too much toward
ever.
the end of that first round. Butterbean continues to throw those roundhouse punches.
Unless this guy's
just
a goat
about
or
everything
something,
landing.
Butterbean first rounds him, but I think Butterbean's a goat, right?
And Valenzuela steps inside a foam move. He drops a left to the chin of De La Hoya, and De La Hoya wasn't quite sure where he was. This is the first time he has felt the canvas as a professional. Oscar De La Hoya stunned here by Valenzuela. Some said that he might be on his way down, that he had used it already. And De La Hoya comes back and he rocks him with the right. De La Hoya comes all the way back here in round 1. And it is Narciso Valenzuela going down as he's sent to the corner for the standing 8 count.
Look at the same build as
We've
me.
had it all here in round 1. And De La Hoya is like a shark creeping in here. He's got to go all the way back, and here we go again. Oh my, both have touched the canvas, and a nice right by Valenzuela. A left by Valenzuela, but it's De La Hoya scoring as he comes right back. De La Hoya landing a right, and another right to the head. And he sends him to canvas for the second time here in round 1. De La Hoya gets the wake-up call early in round 1, and he's ready to go. He smiles. Again, there is no 3 knockdown rule in effect. He's got to wait, and that'll do it. Bobby Ferrara says that's enough. Valenzuela is through. Oh my, De La Hoya, unbelievable fight. If you would have sent this script to Los Angeles, they would have rejected it. They would have said it was too unbelievable. But De La Hoya comes out, he gets a wake-up call, and then comes back to knock Valenzuela out in the first round. So just when it appeared that De La Hoya may be in trouble, he comes all the way back.
Stiff right hand by Hagler. Hard left hand. Lee goes down. Face down on the canvas. It was a left and a right and a left, and Lee's in trouble. Hazard takes a look at him. Lee says he's all right. A left hook to the jaw. Lee can barely stand. Another right hand by Hagler. Back into the ropes he goes. Hagler pounding Caveman Lee here in the opening round. Hagler said he didn't want it to go very long, and it's not going to go very long. It is over. Lee sags against the ropes. He's out of it. Marvin Hagler has knocked him out. With 1:53 to go in the first round, and a crowd of people come storming into the ring. And he has lifted onto the shoulders of the Petronelli brothers, Goody and Pat. A devastating performance by a man who has been particularly effective since he got his first title opportunity.
The Nunn jab continues to flick out against Colombe. Colombe is by nature, oh my, a left hand sends Colombe down. A shocking turn of events in the first round. Sambu Colombe is out on the mat. I doubt if this one will continue. It's over. Michael Nunn has shocked the world. A left hand sent Sambu Colombe down, and he was out. Forget the labels of this man as a boxer and a fancy Dan. He nailed Colombe. Michael Nunn has his 23rd knockout as a professional, his 33rd win, and let there be no mistake, this guy is the boss in the middleweight division. Certainly no one expected this easy a win for Michael Nunn. A straight left hand, and Sambu Colombe is history.
How's he going to do that? With his legs, come in with the left hook, go to the body, take those legs away.
Clearly Holloway with the body punch that sends McDonald to the canvas here in this opening round.
McDonald, 32 years old, 7 years older than Inoue. He feels like he's about 87 years older right now.
And the power punches and the combination has McDonald to the rope, right and left, and that is it.
I think someone threw water or beer there. Watch around here.
And the combination has McDonald to the rope, right and left, and that is it. History. Combination has McDonald to the rope, right and left, and that is it.
This guy appears out of the squirt.
McDonald to the rope, right and left, and that is it. History is made in Tokyo, Japan.
Oh wait, you guys can't see.
The man knows what he is. He's a champion again. Bantamweight now.
Let me show you.
History is made.
87 years older right now.
And the power punches and the combination has McDonald to the rope, right and left, and that is it. History is made in Tokyo, Japan.
The man knows what he is. He's a champion again. Bantamweight now. And like I said, he was born to be a puncher. You get close and you use that power. That's exactly what he did.
Yeah, there's the water again.
Tillman has a look of fear in his eyes as Mike Tyson just goes headhunting. Richard Steele, the third man in the ring, has got his work cut out with Mike Tyson. Oh, the right hand! I doubt!
Let's see that. Again.
Third man in the ring has got his work cut out with Mike Tyson. Oh, the right hand! I doubt if he'll be able to get up from this. He hit him flush on the jaw with the right hand.
Oh, he's saying
it's up to 6 and 7 and 8. And 9 and 10, it's all over. Tyson, a first round knockout. He caught him flush with a right hand that knocked him out cold.
That was correct. Look, the commentator says on the jaw.
He caught him flush.
What do you think that is? That is not the jaw.
With a right hand that knocked him out cold. It came at 2:47 of the first round. It was a big right hand, a very, very aggressive Mike Tyson. Wow, what a right hand. Tyson moves in for the kill. Here it is, he's got everything. everything going, and he catches him right at the height of his punch on the top of the left temporal bone, which rattled the brain around inside that skull, and down he went. There was no getting up from there. Watch it from a different angle. The right hand, watch Tyson's right hand. He winds up, bang, he nails him. It's all over.
Such an aggressive man. That looks like something out of a
big left hook to the face of the champion.
Wrestling.
And a right hand, and that's staggered Frias. Mancini has Frias in trouble. What a war! Down goes Frias. The champion is on the floor. Art Frias, with less than 30 seconds to go now in this first round.
He better get on his bicycle now. He
better get on his bicycle.
1 or 2 left.
Mancini jumps all over him, and he is in trouble on the ropes. Ray Mancini has the champion Frias in more trouble. It's target practice from Mancini. Throwing those non-stop punches he's famous for. Frias, it is all over. As referee Richard Green has stopped the bout. A first round knockout for Ray Boom Boom Mancini.
So I'll be uncaffeinated tomorrow.
Tim, that was about as sensational a round as you'll ever see in a World Championship fight for a first round. They're usually a feel-out round. Not today. Looking into the eyes of the champion Frias, Mancini continues to wail away. Tim, he must have thrown 50 punches, Tim.
Tommy Morrison, if he wins this fight, will go on to a big payday with Lennox Lewis, and that one hurt. Michael Bent in trouble already.
So I'm just doing Slayer
but
so
trying
I
to
can
fight out of
unlock
there.
a Cerberus task
and a left connected, and Bent in trouble again. And Tommy Moore.
A couple days ago, I unlocked Arclight in this game. So I don't have many, like, I've got 113 days played, right? That's what that says there at the bottom. It's something like 2,700 hours, 2,700 hours. And I only have 6 to 8 quest points. Oh, this is number 1. Let's pause it. I only have 6 to 8 or 69 quest points. So I don't have all the gear and main areas of the game unlocked here. But I've played it for 2,700 hours. So I just unlocked the quest and done the quest for Arclight. Even though I'm already 99 Slayer. So all the demons I've killed with something else. Like a whip, basically. Or a blowpipe. And I think my Cerberus kill count? Let's check. It's in the thousands, yeah. 2,274 KC on Cerberus. And I never used Arclight. It's just like a whip. Oh, let's bring that back. Yeah, big KC. 2,000 KC. So I'm looking forward to getting long trips there, maybe getting some gold back in the account, and gear up, and I'm going to try and do the Saradomin boss. I'm going to try and get all those key fragments and unlock necks, and maybe get a next kill. Because I've been a pretty regular player on this game, but never done the high level content, so looking forward to that.
And now Tommy Morrison gets hit with a left, and he knocks Morrison down again. Tommy Morrison in deep trouble here in the first round. And a lot of time remaining in round number 1. You can see the bewilderment in the eyes of Tommy Morrison as Michael Bent from New York City looking to finish him off. And Bent just throwing nothing but haymakers right now. And Morrison in deep trouble. And Morrison is down. And the fight is over. Michael Bent has upset Tommy Morrison and has won the WBO Heavyweight Championship of the world. A huge upset in the first round as Tommy Morrison is knocked out by Michael Bent.
I need to pick the cannon up because it's going to time out. Every 25 minutes you need to pick your cannon up. I bought a cannon ornament kit for this earlier. Turns out you need 4 kits, 1 for each piece. And if you put the kit on one piece, you can't make your cannon. So I brought this to Calfights, and then I was fucked because I had one beautiful looking piece. It was the barrel, and the other bits were plain. little did I know it won't work that way, and I had to take the ornament kit off it again and rebuild the cannon without it. Stupid. Okay, I don't know what else I want to watch, if I want to watch anything. Let's watch a 12-hour long video of Settled. I don't really want to do my hip-hop reaction series this way, with like the gaming and stuff in the corner, but I would probably put out a lot more of them if I was able to just game at the same time. So I might actually... It might be the only way I'm going to be able to get out all this content for you guys, is if I'm able to play games at the same time, because I've got like ADHD. I can't just do one thing all the time. It takes so much concentration to analyze these hip-hop videos, like pull out the words and then actually give a shit at the same time. Like, I can't just turn it on like a tap. I need to be in the right mindset, and usually that means having like some comfort things around me, like a cup of coffee, like a cigarette or two, maybe even like a smoke, like some weed and that, so that fucking all these other thoughts aren't coming into my head. And then I need like a game, something to do with my hands. I need to do, because I pull my hair out if I don't have something to do. It's like restless leg syndrome all the time. It's actually called akathisia. It's a movement disorder, but I've got it focused on my hair. But if I can put it into a mouse and keyboard, like gaming, then it takes up all my extra energy. I can just click about the screen, if you know what I mean. The mouse is kind of like my fidget tool. I can scroll wheel and stuff like that. And then I can watch something and break it down at the same time. Trust me, I think I'll actually be better at these hip-hop videos if I'm able to do other stuff at the same time. I'm a bit scatterbrained and anxious if I've got nothing else to sort of like take out that extra energy. It ends up going into my emotions, like my... If you've watched any of the music reacts, I'm like headbanging and like squealing and things like that. It's because I'm fucking autistic. If there's nothing to take the extra energy, it goes straight into my reactions to the environment. So I'd rather, like, see, whenever I work, I have to think about 3 or 4 things at the same time and like do things with my hands. Like, I have to be thinking about a project, I have to be thinking about space and time and maths and like how magnets work and stuff like that when I'm serving customers. And those sorts of thoughts are like popping into my everyday mind when I'm trying to count change for people, and it's just the way it's always been for me. If I don't have that, then I end up spurging out in front of the customer. Yeah, and they're just like, that's a bit odd. So there's this sort of shit going on with me. Yeah, no, this is a weird conversation on the back of a fucking 15 greatest first world knockouts. But I'm just speaking my mind freely. Maybe some of these things aren't set in stone. Maybe I'll change in future. Maybe the way I'm set up isn't the way I actually am set up, but it very much seems this way. I've not got any therapies or doctors to speak to for a couple of months. So I'm sort of just trying to work out myself while I wait on other people having a go at it. Wait, War Bless, I'm missing the War Blessing this whole time. Goddamn RuneScape. So we get 64 left on task. Should we just like I want to run away, I want to go and hide, I want to not be on camera right now. But I feel like if I stick around until my task is done, then I'm actually like doing something. I'm not running, right? And I need this task done. We need to do the Cerberus thing. I've watched a lot of Summon Insult stuff. I feel like I should be like watching gaming related things. Let's watch some of this I've got the end of it to go.
No fucking way, dude. No fucking way. What is this? What is this bullshit?
I'm gonna move my camera because these splits and things always show up on the left. Actually, Mike Tyson's actually in this game.
Fucking
this
dodge
is
me.
totally relevant to fucking
still be
boxing.
okay.
What the fuck? Hope I have enough memory to make a video this big.
I'm gonna miss, dude. I'm gonna miss. Fuck, dude.
Oh, I am going to die.
One of the toughest things to do in speedrunning is executing under pressure. Super Punch-Out may be known for its randomness, but even when the luck aligns, you still have to execute.
Get those
and if you
critical
don't,
hits so he doesn't
you're
come
gonna
back
get
up.
punished. Fortunately, after years of running the game, Zallard had become quite resilient, and a few months later, he had another run ahead into the special circuit, albeit not quite as far ahead.
What's the special
But
circuit?
suddenly, after managing a 10 on Hoy, the pace became much more serious. A 6-second lead late in the run, just 2 fights to go, a huge chance for redemption. Wanna guess what Rick did in Phase 3? Of course. Still, he led by about a second, and hit the counters on Nick for a small
Look at my
record.
nose on screen.
That's it.
It
Well, there is
wasn't
a
what it
crispy
could have
bit,
been,
so-
but a 242 was still progress made. And on April 26th, he'd make even more progress. A 240.36. Cutting off nearly 2 seconds, this was the biggest improvement he had made to the record in nearly 3 years. But at the end of the run, Zallard didn't sound too happy about it.
Boredom's such a
Give me the unwinnable luck here, please. Please. God fucking damn it, dude. Dude. Are you kidding?
Why was that? Well, despite the improvement, this run could have been a lot better. On Mr. Sandman, he mistimed a high super to lose 2 seconds. And on Hoy, he lost over 1.5 seconds from a mistimed low super. Had he not...
Look at this. You can't use a staff in boxing. He's got a big stick. What the fuck?
over 1.5 seconds
fair.
from a mistimed low super. Had he not made those errors, this run would have finished at an incredible 236. But mistakes were made, and the result was a frustrating world record. Take a look at this timeline. This was all Zallard. He had set 16 records over the course of 5.5 years. This sort of thing is very rarely seen in speedrunning. A runner can sometimes dominate for a few years, but for it to continue for this long was pretty special. Zallard had eyes for a run in the 230s, but 240 was a seriously good time. And it was going to have to be good enough, as Zallard slowly...
You see how I'm just like spinning the mouse in here? It's because I need to.
stopped playing and didn't run the game for months. His 240 remained at the top unchallenged. But suddenly, in 2019, the unthinkable happened. A new contender began rising up the leaderboards. He became the second player to get a time under 250, and suddenly, he was just 5 seconds from the record. And he was going to try to do something nobody else had done before. Become the first Super Punch-Out single segment record holder not named Zallard 1. His name was Mystery Man 95. Mystery Man was a seasoned veteran in the Punch-Out series, running Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and holding the record in Punch-Out Wii. These games all require precise timing and rhythm, so it's no wonder he was able to adapt so easily. But there's one other thing to keep in mind about Mystery Man. He played on Wii U Virtual Console, meaning he had a few frames of input delay.
So depending on like the console, they time it different, because the consoles process the game faster, and like the loading screens can be faster or slower depending on that, and depending on like game versions too. So the overall leaderboard between the games is usually like skewed towards the faster consoles that it was played on, unless you have this metric where you like equate them based on the differences, and you can work out who's actually faster in terms of gameplay and minus the loading screens, if you just standardize it all, things like that. I'm gonna let this play. I'm gonna make up my last coffee for the day, for the week, until I get money and things like that. Oh, there's a rune skimmy. Some people go ages without getting one of these. Good thing I'm not an Iron Man.
Remember how you have to react to Nick Bruiser's guard? That's effectively impossible with input delay.
Fight!
So, Mystery Man had to just guess where Nick's guard would be and not react. This added a huge luck barrier to the end of the game. He'd usually have to correctly guess a 50-50 guard position twice in a row, once in Phase 1 and once in Phase 2. He'd need to do that to have any shot at beating Zallard's record. Fortunately, Mystery Man had some strategies to help on other fights. One was on Bob Charlie. The old strategy involved 7 punches in Phase 1 where Bob could dodge any of them. Instead,
if you've seen my little video of, well, it's 5 episodes long now. There's a longer one. It's called My Life is Changing. I show my coffee jar collection in that, because I've collected every jar over 2 or 3 years. I've given a lot of them away now, because I'm trying to get rid of my collecting habits. Like, I collected every toilet roll tube that I've used over a couple of years, and they're in boxes through there. I'm out of toilet roll now, and because I can't add to my collection, I'm getting a bit stressed. But also, I can't shit without toilet roll. So this morning, I got a plastic bag when I woke up and some old clothes, and I just went that way, and the bag's in the bin outside, and that's fucking embarrassing. But yeah. I've got a lot of old clothes that I need to get rid of. I just don't know if this is the best way to do it. But man's got a shit, you know? Man's got a wipe. Right, it's coffee time.
Instead, he countered Bob on the 5th one and did the rest while stunning him. This cost about a second, but made it so that Bob could now only dodge the first 4 punches rather than all 7. He also did something different on Macho. By delaying Phase 1 slightly to get the knockdown at a 7 instead of a 6, the KO window shifted up to 10 seconds instead of 9. You could then delay the first punch of Phase 2 so that it intercepts if Macho hops to the side, making a KO possible in more situations. These strategies were both developed by Chambers, and Zallard did use them for his last few records, but not the majority of them. And Hootie had figured out something additional on Macho, ducking into a left jab, right jab to start Phase 1 to counter Macho if he dances at the start. So, Mystery Man had a chance to really put these strats to use and see what he could do. And in August 2019,